Hello everybody, this is Tim. Now, I graduate from university tomorrow, and I thought there is no better way to celebrate graduating than flexing your Ninjago collection. But what I'm flexing today isn't like a set of figures, like lots of different rare figures that now go for £1 billion due to the awful Ninjago aftermarket. It's actually me flexing one figure that I have 3 times. Yep. Now, these are unfortunately victim of that aforementioned Ninjago aftermarket inflation going a bit crazy. With these 3 figures, but I will say I am very happy to have these figures, especially given they are worth so much. Now, before I put myself on a literal fraud watch, I'm going to say a few things. This one here does not have the exclusive face that the other two do, which has this coal smile. There we go. The question is, why is that the case? Answer, I have no idea where it is. I got this figure in around 2019. And I've obviously, didn't really look after it as much back then, and it's sort of a miracle I was able to find all the parts for that one now. However, I'm now going to go into a bit of a story time as to how I own all these, and it's also an endorsement of independent toy shops. So basically, when I was 14, so 2019, I was in this place called Penrith, a lovely little town in England, not near where I live. I've not doxed myself. It's this independent toy shop. And I was on holiday for a few days, and I thought, oh, I'll have a look see what they've got. And they had one of these, which I think is pretty awesome. They were selling it for £2. So I bought 2. So that one and this one here. This one, I kept sealed for a while, misplaced it, didn't really think about it. This one, yeah, I played with, didn't do, enjoyed it as it was. Anyways, a few years later, I went back, 2021, 2 years later. Lockdowns were sort of ending for the summer in the UK. They were in and out, but it was a time which I could go on holiday, so I went to the same place, went to the same shop, and they had some still then. I bought one more then. That was one that was sort of in my collection for a while, that and then the sealed one, which I had refound. But this one, lost to play, lost to whatever you call it. End of the day, I had these 2 for a while. Eventually, I opened the sealed one because I actually misplaced one of them, and I was devastated. This is before it was worth like a stupid amount of money, but still. Then I found them both. I was like, wow, I've got both. And then this Ninjago aftermarket inflation thing happened at the start of the year, which is bad, very bad. But it does mean that these figures are now worth a ridiculous amount of money. So I think it's like go for 120 new, which is this one, however, I found literally today. Well, I found the legs ranging through a box. I was like, that is insane. And then I also found the torso in a different box nearby. So I was like, I can just grab the rest of like a standard coal figure to make this figure here. I'll be on the lookout for the head, but I'm not too fussed. I could still like sell it for a bajillion if I wanted to, even without the right head. Just a bit less than these 2. But I don't plan to sell these. I'm quite against what's happened to the Ninjago aftermarket, because I'm not going to lie, I had the joy of going into an independent toy shop, finding these for £2, 2 years later going back, finding it for £2, getting another one. I love independent toy shops for that. I didn't have to go to a Lego store, I didn't have to do a gift for purchasing, it was nothing like that. I just happened to see them, they were selling them off there, and I went for it. Always check your independent toy stores when you're on holiday, or your own ones, because they could have weird gems like this that, wanted to be sold off, so they bought up a supply. If I ever go there again, I don't know if I will or I won't, but I will also check. But now I feel like because of this Ninjago aftermarket inflation thingy, I don't think they would have them anymore, which is a massive shame. But yeah, that's how I ended up being a Ninjago millionaire, as it were. But no, I'm very proud of these 3 coal figures, especially given they are worth a lot now, even if I'm not happy about the means of that happening. Yeah, I don't think I will sell them. I think I like having them, having some spares, having some backups. But yeah, tell me, are there any like rare Ninjago minifigures that you've got that you weren't ever expecting to be worth so much, or you got them for a really good price and now they've shot up crazy? Because yeah, I spent £6 inclusive for all these, and if I want to sell them all now, I could probably get close to 500 quid, which is ridiculous. But anyways, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a bit.